Assalamualaikum dear students, hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIEVS Home School. I am Sabreena, Haque, Assistant Teacher of Science, National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. Dear students, today I am going to take a science class based on Assignment 3 for class 8 students. So let us move forward to today's topic. Dear students, this is our assignment 3 and your assignment task that is given from chapter 6. There is symbol of element X, Y and Z, and there is the number of proton. X has the 13 proton, Y has 7 proton and Z has 16 proton. Here they give the task, draw a model of electron configuration of the element in the table above. Then you have to there is the statement, the electronic configuration protect the atomic structure determined with logic in the light of above elements. Now come to the hints. Use ruler, stick, pens, wire, glue, etc. to make the model, and next one, present the model of the picture using different colors of drawing on the paper. Dear students, you have to draw the model in your assignment copy by using different colors, and you have to write the description, and you have to determine with logic that electronic configuration protect the atomic structure. Along with this, you have to make the 3 atomic model of X, Y and Z, and that you have to also submit along with the assignment copy. And if you read the assessment criteria, there you will get for what you have to submit that model, and for this you have to read the chapter and you have to solve the assignment by taking help of the chapter, and I am showing a guideline for solving your assignment. Now come to the solution of the assignment. The first element mentioned in the table X, its proton number is 13. That means the atomic number is also 13. We know that aluminum's atomic number is 13. Aluminum, that is Al, has 13 protons, 13 electrons and 14 neutrons. Its electronic configuration is Al13. We know atomic number have to write in the lower left corner of the atomic symbol. So 13 we have to write in the lower left corner, and it is 2, 8 and 3. The model is as follows. Look, this is the model or atomic structure of the aluminum, and I use the violet color pen to draw the orbits, and here I also use different color to write the proton number and the neutron number, and with the red gel pen I give the electrons. And here in the first orbit there is only 2 electrons, in the second orbit there is 8 electrons, and in the third orbit there is only 3 electrons. Now come to next one. The second element mentioned in the table is Y, its proton number is 7, that means its atomic number is 7. We know that nitrogen's atomic number is 7, and so element Y is nitrogen, that means its symbol is capital N. Nitrogen has 7 protons, 7 electrons and 7 neutrons. Its electronic configuration is N7, the 2 and 5. The model are as follows. Here in the first orbit there is 2 electron, and in the second orbit there is 5 electron. Now come to the next one. The third element mentioned in the table is Z. Its proton number is 16. That means its atomic number is also 16. We know that sulfur's atomic number is 16, so element Z is sulfur, that is their symbol is S, capital S. Sulfur has 16 protons, 16 electron and 16 neutron. Its electronic configuration is S16, it is equal to 2, 8 and 6. The model is as follows. This is the model of sulfur. In the first orbit there is 2 electron, in the second orbit there is 8 electron, in the last orbit, that means in the third orbit there is 6 electrons. Now come to the statement analyzing. Determine with logic. The second part of the assignment. The electronic configuration protect the atomic structure. This statement is highly logical. We know that atoms consist of smaller particles which are electrons, protons and neutrons. All the center of the atom there exists the nucleus. In the nucleus there are protons with positive charges and neutrons with which are without charge or charge neutral, and most of the mass of the atom is concentrated at the nucleus, and the space between the electrons and nucleus is empty. In fact, most of the space in the atom is void. Electrons revolves around the nucleus at different energy levels. This energy level is called orbit. The number of orbit depends on the number of electrons in the atom. The size of an atom is determined by the number of orbits or shells in an atom of an element. The rule by which the electrons are distributed in the orbits is 2n square, that is given to your textbook. And here n is equal to 1, 2, 3 are the successive number of orbits. These rules for allowed orbits, some of these orbits can be filled and rest can be empty, and the electronic configuration of the element X mentioned in the table, according to this the rule is 2, 8, 3. The electrons of this element are arranged in the 3 orbits, and the electronic configuration of Y is 2 and 5, and that means electrons of this element are arranged in a table of in a total of 2 orbits. Again, the electronic configuration of element Z is 2, 8 and 6, and its electrons are arranged in 3 orbits. According to the rule, the maximum number of allowed electron in the first orbit is 2, and the second orbit is number is 8, and the third orbit is the number is 18. These orbits are called energy level because each orbit corresponds to definite energy for the electrons in it. The properties of elements are basically determined by the electrons distribution in their orbit. According to electronic configuration, X and Z has 3 orbits. On the other hand, Y has 2 orbits. The number of electrons are same as the number of protons, since the change of an electron and proton since the charge of an electron and proton in an atom are equal and opposite. The electrons with negative charge are attracted to the positively charged nucleus. The force of this attraction is centripetal, and due to this centripetal force, electrons moves around the nucleus, and thus we can say that the electron configuration or electronic configuration protect the atomic structure. And dear students, along with this description, you have to also submit the model of the atom, and here only nitrogen model has 2 orbits, so I will show for nitrogen atomic model how we will make. Dear students, this model I have made for you. This is the model for nitrogen electronic configuration, which has 7 proton, 7 neutron, with 8 in the orbit there is 7 electrons. This is the first orbit, which has the 2 electron in it. This is the second orbit, it has the 5 electron in it, and I am showing you how you will make the model by using the wire. And this model I made by using the bangles like this way. You can also use this type of bangle if you have at home. It is the available bangles at home, and this is the wire that I use for making the models, and this is the sholag which is written in your assignment task. That means cork sheet you have to use for making the model or attach the model on it, and this cork sheet also available in your home because this cork sheet is available on every electronics equipments packet. And this is the first orbit which I made for the nitrogen. In the copper wire I just enter 2 in this meeting point. I just enter 2 beads, and I can stuck it with the help of glue. It will stuck in one place if I use the glue on it, and this type of ring I can use for the second orbit. And here with the help of needle and thread, I make a shape like this of 7 neutrons and 7 protons to different color beads I used for that, and by binding this I can easily make a shape of nucleus. You can also do this by using the needle and the thread. If I bind it with the help of thread, it will become a round shape of nucleus like this way. And with these beads I can use a wire, and I can just attach with these beads for joining with that orbit. This wire will help us to join the orbits like this way. And after joining the 2 orbits with the respected number of electrons, we can attach with this wire on this cork sheet or shoulder. Okay, student, you have to make the model by using the wire like this way, and you have to write the name on the cork sheet by using the paper and attach with cork sheet. You have to submit with your assignment paper. So do this assignment and submit it on 2nd September, and this is your submission date. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.